Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Lunch with the Dietitian. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Moushumi Mukherjee. I am a registered dietitian. I live here in Michigan, and I offer or I do these live sessions every Friday at noon Eastern Time. So please follow my page. I have a page called Dietitian Moshimi. And so thankful for all of you watching live or replays. Please feel free to share my video in your group of friends. And again, really excited to be here with all of you for my lunch with the dietitian. And today's topic is a topic of great interest to all of us, especially with the holidays coming in. I got a lot of requests for this, so I figured I would talk about it. So the topic for today is sugar, sugar addiction and the holidays, and everything that you want to know about how we can work so we do not have those cravings, and what is sugar doing. So without wasting any more time, let's get going. A few fun facts about sugar. Did you know that 74% of items in our grocery stores have added sugar in them? So even if you are not somebody who's having chocolate regularly, having pastries regularly, most all of us are getting our sugar from somewhere else. Just to clarify also, I am talking about added sugars. I'm not talking about natural sugars. Natural sugars are the sugars we find in like our fruits, our vegetables, some of our grains. These come with fiber, a lot of nutrients in them. But again, I'm just talking about added sugar, you guys. So again, the topic for today is sugar addiction and the holidays. The American Heart Association, in fact, it recommends not more than 9 teaspoons of sugar for men, and for women, not more than 6 in a day. And we are averaging about 15 to 20 teaspoons a day. That's a lot, right? Gosh, I feel like that is so much sugar. But guess what? 6 to 8 teaspoons is just there in a can of soda. So if you had a soda today, you are done with your sugar intake for the day. Or if you're sitting with a handful of jelly beans, even, you've got your sugar need for the whole day. So just giving you some facts, just so you can compare, 1:1, where we are sometimes getting our sugar from. So what happens when we have a lot of added sugar in our diet? What is happening, to our bodies? So basically, I say that there is a reward center in our brain, right? And this reward center then gets activated as soon as you have sugar. And the brain starts producing a feel-good chemical, which I think all of you are familiar with. It's called dopamine. And this is released more. The more sugar you have, the more there is the release of dopamine, and you want more and more of it. So basically, it's like an alcohol addiction, just like I call it sugar addiction. So the more you have sugar, there is more that feeling of comfort, and then you're craving more. But guess what's happening? This increase in sugar is definitely making you feel comfortable for the minute. It's giving you the blood sugar spike, so then you feel like, boom, I'm feeling good. But then that blood sugar spike drops right after, and that's where you start feeling what I call like brain fog. You're not thinking clearly. You are experiencing more fatigue, more tiredness. So your energy levels are then dropping. So it's just with sugar that, like I said, you're getting the instantaneous energy, but it's not lasting, right? Because right after that, then your blood sugars are going spiking down. So you have to be careful about, especially with a lot of us working at home now, there is a lot of association of, gosh, I'm hungry. I'm working, I'm hungry. I'm just going to run down to my pantry and grab like a quick snack for sugar snack for energy. Again, it is not going to give you. It might just give you that instant energy just for a little bit, and then it's going to dip your blood sugars right after that. So, again, try to avoid that. So where is our, where is all this hidden sugar? When I said that 74% of items in the grocery store have hidden sugars in them, which, like I said, is like added sugar. I'm not talking about the natural sugars, right? The main place that your added sugar is coming from is from your processed food. Again and again, I keep telling people, clean out your pantries, clean out your refrigerator, try to stay away from processing, because processed foods do have a lot of sugar in them, apart from, the salts and all of that. We are getting a lot of added sugars from our drinks, believe it or not. Your lattes, your coffees. I see people go around. I see young kids, with these 36-ounce big latte from whatever store. But what are these doing? These are just giving you calorie surplus with like no nutrients at all, right? And what they're doing also is they prevent making you feel full. So then you tend to finish that 36 ounces of your latte or your sugar-filled drink without even feeling full. That's why I say try to do high fiber, because that's what's going to keep you full for a longer time. So apart from, like I said, our processed foods, our drinks, in the drinks, guys, also include like your alcoholic drinks, your beer. Has a lot too. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Moushumi Mukherjee. I am a registered dietitian. I live here in Michigan, and I have my own private consulting where I consult with people from different arenas of life. But my primary niche or interest is helping people reach their weight goals and feel like they are in the best during the holidays. So the main interesting topic, which I know you guys are waiting for, is how do we beat these cravings, right? All of us have these sugar cravings. Number one, identify what your sugar stressor is, right? Most of the time when we are craving sugar, it is not because we are hungry. We are craving sugar because there is some kind of an emotion attached to it. So either you're angry, or you are just bored, or you're stressed. Those are some of the emotions where you just want to go and grab some, again, like I talked about it before, just grab some something with sugar in it to give you that feeling of comfort. So Identify, number one is identify what that stressor is, what is causing you to grab that sugar. Now once you've identified that, it is but in our human nature, like I always say, to bury emotions in food. So try confronting your emotion to give you control over that, right? Once you know what your emotion is, what is the time, right? Maybe write it down. What time of the day are you craving most of your sugar? Is it mid-morning? A lot of my clients tell me they crave sugar right after they get back from work, because home is your comfort zone. Once you're home, it's like, gosh, I need something to eat. I need something to eat. So I often will tell them, take have an apple or a pear or something in your car, something that you can eat on your way back from work to home. So as soon as you get home, you're not like craving, like, hey, I need to eat something. I need to eat something. Or like I do, I have a big fruit bowl sitting right in my island. So as soon as we come in, it's like fruit. That's what we have. So let's grab something to eat. So again, identifying what the time is where you are having your sugar craving, what that emotion is, maybe writing it down in your food diary, so and then trying to deal or confront that emotion really helps. What else can you do? Try to find some healthier options, right? Try to find healthier ways of coping with your emotions. Don't try to use food as your comfort means. So maybe, try, like I said, again, I'm just going to use that example of, say, you come back from work and you start craving sugar. What can we do? Make sure you have that fruit in your car, for example. Try to go for your workout right after that, right? Instead of just heading home. Or maybe just call a friend, listen to some good music, take like a power nap, I say. So just so, you're trying to deal with that emotion and using that instead of using food to just comfort you to binge eat something sugary. Also, if you think you still really can't resist and it's difficult, try not to bring sugary snacks into your house. Like I said, very often, when I'm talking with some of my women clients, especially, they go, well, I have kids at home. I need to bring, snacks. So be picky about your snacks, because most of the time, women, we bring it, you bring it for your kids, and then you end up eating it yourself, especially when there's that stress, or, you're rushed, or, you're angry, or you're happy, hey, let me just pop in some of that. So again, giving you some ideas of what you can do. Try to find alternates. So try maybe, for example, freezing your fruit smoothie. And so then it tastes like ice cream. So that's your treat for the day. I mean, it tastes really good. Try getting some like dry fruits, your dates, or I often, when I crave something sweet, I just sit with about a few dried cranberries, like 5 to 6. And I tell you what, I just suck on them just like you would with like my favorite candy is Skittles. And I realized I was, just having too many Skittles. So then what did I do? That's when I said, hey, I'm just going to get some dried cranberries, and then not a whole lot, because remember, dried fruits also, they are calorie packed. But again, they are, better calories because they've got all that fiber, they're natural versus, of course, grabbing anything with refined sugar in it. So just again, giving you some tips. Sugar craving, think of it. Are you dehydrated by any chance? Many a times when our bodies are dehydrated, we tend to crave sugar. So maybe go grab yourself a glass of water before you go and get any of the sugar. A big one that I say is try having a nice balanced meal. If you're satiated, if you're full with fiber, a nice balanced, a nice meal, you'll notice your cravings are going to go down. Like I said, it's such almost like a cyclical process where it's like, you don't eat properly, and that's where you start craving more and more sugar. So the more refined foods you eat, the more you're going to crave them. Like I said, they cause that instantaneous blood sugar increase, and your brain releases the dopamine, and you feel good for just probably like the 5 to 10 minutes, and then but in the long run it actually harms you. So again, try having a nice balanced meal, and that really is going to help you. A big tip that I always follow, guys. Do not leave your house feeling hungry. I know weekends, if you're going to a party or if you're meeting with friends, always, I say this is like my pro tip. Have like a fruit, have some vegetables with hummus. Make sure you have a snack before you head out. Even if you're heading out to the grocery store, there's so much research that says if you go to a grocery store hungry, you are so much more apt to picking up, like sugary, refined, processed foods if you go hungry. So if you're full, if you're satisfied, and you go shopping, grocery shopping, you tend to pick more of like your fruits and vegetables and natural things. So again, do not, my tip, do not leave your house with an empty stomach. Okay, make sure you've got like something to eat, and of course something healthy like a fruit or vegetable. Otherwise, I can promise you, you go to that friend's house and you are going to binge eat the high sugar, high fat foods first, right? um, Sugar, the other thing is supplements. Sometimes sugar cravings can happen if there is like a nutrient imbalance. So again, I'm sure you guys are good about getting your blood work done once a year, but getting a good quality multivitamin might be key to your sugar craving. Again, when I say supplements, be really careful because many supplements do have added sugar in them. So just make sure you're getting it from a good source with none of those added things in them. But sometimes, just doing that might balance out and help with your sugar cravings. Finally, self love. Especially, I can vouch for this as a woman. We follow into this cycle of, I call it shame and guilt. Oh my gosh, I had so much of junk food, and I did this, and feeling guilty and bad. What do you do when you take a wrong exit on a freeway? You just make that turn and you come back on the right road. So similarly, it's the same thing. I tell everybody, get up, get going, and just get on your right pathway to good health. It's okay. I mean, we all have those cravings. We've all done that. And finally, it's about your mindset change also. So for example, if you, instead of having like this big huge cookie, you're really craving it, this is what I would do. I might just make my own cookie from scratch with, like, say, my steel cut oats, and add some little raisins or something, and then I might have like a little piece of that to and I enjoy. So instead of saying completely no, and then craving and then binge eating, it's also about balancing. So just again, make sure that you're balancing your meals, and so you're not like really having those really bad sugar cravings, or like binging on sugar. What happens now when we have an excess sugar intake? What happens to us? One thing that happens is, if you've done, if you've taken antibiotics, or due to different disease process, very often our or if you've not had like a really nice, if you, for say many months together, you've not had a nice balanced meal, what might happen is that you might lose some of the good bacteria from your GI tract, and you might see a candida overgrowth. So what happens is this candida overgrowth makes you crave more and more sugar. So again, like I said, it's very cyclical. So be careful, about how much sugar you are taking, because the more you take, there might be more candida overgrowth, and that'll make, again, like I explained before, then you start craving again. Increased sugar can actually slow down your brain function, and then this can also affect you physically, right? Because then physically you slow down. What happens to your skin when you're doing excess sugar? There's multiple research that shows that the relationship between acne and intake and high intake of sugar. So when you are taking a lot of sugar, then there is a steroid that we call androgen, and you see more production of this steroid, and that causes that, along with inflammation, will cause your skin to break down. So watch out again. The other thing, of course, which I think everybody knows, is gaining weight. You gain weight if you're doing, having a lot of sugar. In fact, I was just looking up the study that they've done recently, and they're saying on an average you gain up to 2 pounds in 2 months with sugar increase in your diet. Cavities, of course, which we tell kids, sugar affects your moods. It causes depression. So whenever a client comes to me saying they're depressed, things like that, I do dig in more to see what their sugar intake is. Sugar, especially fructose, has been shown to cause high blood pressure and also cardiovascular risk. That's also related to high sugar intake. If you are starting to feel bloated for no reason, look in and check your diet. Make sure there is not a high sugar intake, because that can do that too. A high sugar intake sometimes might cause you to retain more fluids, and that again will slow down your metabolism, and cause bloating. It affects your sleep patterns. Increased sugar will affect your sleep pattern, because you know what? It throws your hormones haywire. So another reason, you should not take too much sugar, or make sure to spot what's causing you to take so much sugar in your diet. Also, it causes, like I said, increased fatigue. If you're working out, some people think, oh, I'm working out, so I can take sugar. No, you can't. If you're working out and you're seeing that you are getting really tired, just look back into what you ate the last few days and think of it. Did you do a lot of sugar? When I say sugar, it's added sugar. Again, sugar, there is multiple links, there's multiple research that shows the relationship between sugar, cholesterol. It impairs memory and your learning skills. So definitely, one reason why we want to keep it away, not only from ourselves, our families, our kids. It is also linked to dementia and Alzheimer's. So multiple reasons, right, guys, why we really, really need to stay away from that sugar. In fact, I say don't even bring that, the refined white sugar into your house. And like I said, look out, watch for like those sauces and jams and jellies and all processed food. Let's try to stay away. So that was my session on sugar with the holidays coming in. I figured that is, those would give you guys some useful tips. If any of you are interested, I am doing a few group sessions too, along with my one-on-one sessions on, healthy eating for the holidays, weight loss. And if you are really stressed with the holidays coming up and what are you going to eat and, how are you going to resist, definitely send me a message on my page, Dietitian Moshimi. I love hearing from you guys. If there is a topic you want me to bring up at like my next sessions, please let me know. I'm happy to do that. And how could I go without showing you guys what I am having for lunch today? So this is a broccoli celery soup with cashew cream that I have made, and I promise I will be posting the recipe soon on my blog. So look out for that. All of you stay happy, healthy. Don't forget to share my video, my blogs, or any articles I am writing. This is for all of you. Stay healthy, stay happy, and I will see you guys next Friday, noon Eastern time. Take care, guys. See all of you. Bye.